Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today, we're going to be taking a look at Sketch Audio's three brand new apps. Dr. Vibe, Hyper Boost, and Scissor Hands. Hello, welcome to the show. My name is Jade. This is How to App on iOS. I hope you're all doing good. Yes, indeed. Yes. Okay, we've got that out of the way. What is going on? I'm feeling a little bit better. As you can hear, the voice is still a bit yucky. It's still a bit yuck, but it's, still coughing a lot. No more body aches, but we're good. We're getting healthier. The cough's really annoying all the way through Leela's show today. I nearly coughed up my entire stomach. Hey, good stuff, but I'm not here to complain. I'm here to tell you about our Wart Warriors. Thank you for being a Wart Warrior. And you can do so by clicking the join button down below, or the link that's provided, or that's down in the chat. It's $1 a month. It helps the channel out, and we do custom emojis and all that jazz. And guess what? Right here, boom, Thomas Christ is on it like on it. That's all I could think of to rhyme with it. Patreon as well. You can come over to join Patreon. You know what? Most of the apps you see on this show, if you join for $5 or over as a Patreon, you can normally win some apps. And, it's a pretty good deal, if you know what I mean. If you join for $1, I'll master your songs. Good stuff. Super chats, super stickers, always welcome. We're getting this stuff out of the way, aren't we? Always at the start of the show. What's going on? What's good, everybody? You're healthy stuff. Today's featured artist is Son of Snake. Audible's in the house. Thomas is here. I nearly called you Tomo. What the hell? Tomo's here. Jim Shannon, what's going on? Good to see you, Jim. Anyone else? Let's scroll. A lot of conversation here about stuff that I can't be bothered reading. Rise of Dark Leela, who just talked about feelings and stuff, and I shut down because I'm just not in the mood for feelings. I was there, I was watching, I didn't completely shut down. But great show, Leela. Boom, good. I'm not missing out. Awesome. As long as we're not talking about the corpse of the Orange Man, I'm happy. All right, so we have an awesome array of 3 apps today, and they're all really, really good, all in their very individual way. They're very minimalist in look, but they do some incredible stuff. I think they're being a bit undersold at the moment, and they're very cheap at the moment too, but they will go up. That is the thing. So let's over to, where are we going? Oh yeah, the Beat Community. Boom, we're here. So this just dropped. I just downloaded it. I implore you all to go get it. Every year, Calum Audio release an app for International Joke Day. And they just dropped this. It's called King Key. And boy, is this got some really rad sounds. It is absolutely free up until July 15. Go and get it. It's really, really good. You should hear some of the sounds. Have I got it here? Is it here? Where is it? There it is. I just downloaded it. Rad. You got instruments in here. If we go low. Wild. Uppercut for Spanian. We gotta get out of here. I'll give you a snap kick. Wild. Typewriter bells. They do a good job, don't they? Every year they release one of these. It's funny. Their joke apps are better than like a lot of apps that come out. How good's that? Man, why are you not charging for this, guys? It's wicked. Go grab it. It's free. What can I say? There it is. So if you head over to the Beat community or just go type King Key, go grab it. Well, sorry about the coughing. I'll try and mute as many times as I can. Looks like it's on desktop version as well. Nicely nice. Gong amp from Audio Thang is on sale as well. Decent Sampler got an update. Isn't that weird? Yesterday we took I opened up healing bowl in Decent Sampler, and I wonder if they've fixed that, but it's had a nice little update there. Popped through today. Imaginando's got apps on sale. And a Moog Z full unlock. Boom, off you go. I think Mariana's on sale as well from memory. Yeah, there. Oh, it's right in front of me. I'm not even looking at it. Woodstep is updated. Audio Kit's got price drops as well. Boom. There's price drops everywhere. And Chem virtually updated everything over the last few days. So Chem OK has just been like updating every single app that he can. Price drops. Let's scooch. Dustbin is free as well, which was a joke. Was it last year's joke day, international joke thing? I think it was, that one was last year or the year before. I can't remember. I think it was the year before, Dustbin. That's free from 99 cents. Boom. And Gong amp is down to $8.99. VHS synth spatializers on sale. Bam. Frames. Oh, the Magellan Tone Stack Cauldron. God, my nose is so snotty. So yeah, heaps of stuff on sale. We're in the summer vibe at the moment. And speaking of vibes, there's Ed Zielinski, who I want to thank. He gave me something yesterday. I hope you got my email back. It went to Thomas. I gave it to Thomas, just so you know. Speaking of vibes, we got some good vibes coming up today. We've got Dr. Vibe in the house. This is the first app in the list of Sketch Audio apps from Ryan Robertson, who is the from Sketch Audio. If you didn't see, I had him on the show, interviewed him at one point as well. Awesome dude. And I tell you what, the one thing about these apps that I really like, there's been a lot of love put into them under the hood, yeah? So that the UI is very minimalist in all three of these apps, very, very minimalist, but underneath there's a lot of stuff going on. So that's where the magic is in this. So don't look at this and just blow it off and go, it looks a bit basic. There's a lot happening really. So Dr. Vibe is the first one. So like a lo-fi effect. All these are on sale until sometime. I can't remember the date. They are on sale until July 7th, right? July 7th, and they will double in price. So they go up to like $14.99 or something like that. I'm pretty sure $14.99 USD. So $7.49 now. So this is a lo-fi effect. The second one we have is Hyper Boost. This is a clipper and has some tone controls in it as well. And the third one is Scissor Hands. So it's a filter effect. Really, really nice filter effect. Again, all three of them are $7.49. I don't know if he's going to bundle them. That would be sweet. Damn cough. Here is a website, sketchaudio.com, where you can find information on Sketch Audio's other apps, Blipbox, Dr. Vibe, Hyper Boost, Phase Monkey, Scissor Hands. Yes, indeed. You can find the manuals here as well. If you go to sketchaudio.com and just put a little slash here, type manuals, look at that. And there's all your manuals as well, if you want to do that. So that's a quick way to get to the manual. If you want to get some feedback or you find a bug or something, come here, do this, sketchaudio.com/support and type in your bizzo in there and send it off and you'll get answers instead of going to the App Store and leaving a horrible review that'll stay forever even when the problem's fixed. Thank you, Thomas, for banging the link through. I've got a bunch of demos to show this off today, and we're going to kick off over here at AUM for the beginning. And look at this. There's a lot of scalers going on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 scalers. And what have we got? We got Nanomoog, Piano Tech, Splat to Clat, and a bunch of effects. So I'm going to hit play on this, shut up, and have some coffee and bring in these sounds. Let's Oge. Yeah. Sounded nice. Let's kill this, clear it out. I've got another little project here that we're going to work with and show you how they all work. I've got more stuff on this second project. Let's open it up. Sketch 2. All right, so we've got a fugue machine running here. I think we've got what's going on over here? Something else. We've got a chord bud, King of FM, couple of kings of FM. We've got this baby here. We've got good old patterning 3. Shall we hear this, and then we'll break down what's happening with all of this. going to start with scissor hands today. Let's move over here. We've got this King of FM. I'm just going to clear this out, get back to our default settings. Okay, so what is scissor hands? Scissor hands is a high pass and low pass. Let's bring the sound down a little bit. High pass and a low pass. It has an envelope follower and it has LFOs as well. You can side chain the envelope as well. So I've currently got this set up to side chain to the drums here. How do you do something like that? So I've got King of FM running. I've got an instance of scissor hands as an effect. And you can see over here, I've got this set up as a multi-bus instance, which is this one, A2. So it's a multi-bus instance so that the side chain is set up there. We'll talk more about the side chain in a minute. It has two filters, as I said. You've got a low pass. You've got a high pass. You can turn these on and off. You can turn them all on and off, the two of them. You can decide which one you want on. Across from the top, you've got an off bypass, yeah. I love this. All of these have an A and B filter, which is really nice, an A and B. So if you've got a sound that you like, say we've created this sound here, we like it, you can hit the little arrow and send it across to B, and then you can come over here to B and fuck around with it a little bit more, change it up just in case you stuff it. If you come back to A, your sound's going to be there, right? So if we come over here and pull these down, come back to A, our sound's still there. And then you might want to decide to then save the preset. Nice, very nice to have that in all of them. Every one of them has a little cog wheel over in the top corner. Let's make this full screen so you can see what's going on. Little cog. You can change the text size, make it nice and big for blind people like me. Or you can make it small. I will address the elephant I'm going to keep it big for a minute. Your manual, video tutorials, all that stuff can be found over here. Let's pause this for a minute and talk about the elephant in the room that lots of people have been complaining about, and we'll just talk about it now because it will take you a little bit to get used to. With most apps, so you'll see this slider here. What the slider is, normally will have the writing above it. But in this, the writing for each little thing here is underneath. So this order here of the cutoff strength or different filters is underneath, and the drive is underneath, and the envelope is underneath. It's taken a while, and all three apps have this kind of thing here. So you can see over here, it's envelope up the top. Source is either sidechain or internal attack. You do naturally go to look at it, and I don't know why it is that your eyes go to it and look at the thing above and think you're moving the source here. It's not the case. So just be aware of it, that you will have to get used to it. During the beta, it was a thing that, but now I'm completely used to it. Yeah. So it's just that. Just be aware. Let's start this up again, and we'll focus on the high pass, because the high pass and low pass are exactly the same as each other. We'll turn off this low pass. Give it some volume. I do apologise for having to mute, guys. I just don't want to cough in your ears. So here's our cutoff, high pass. Resonance or Q is up here. Yeah, you can drag this up. Of course, parameters are open. If you want to do whatever you want, send your LFOs, get this stuff rocking and rolling. So underneath here is your order, yeah? And this is the order of the high pass filter. So choosing a higher order makes the filter steeper. So you've got ×2, ×6, ×8. right? So you got a steeper filter. Now, a lot of these, I think it's two of them, pretty much all of these things, Ryan loves his drive. Let's add some drive to this. Man, you can get some stinking drive out of these apps. I got to admit, when I first got these apps, I really loved Dr. Vibe the most, but Scissor Hands has taken over as my favorite now. Scissor Hands is just, these filters, oh, dude, I want to punch things. They're so good. Hey, Hugh, what's going on? These filters are delicious. They are so delicious. So, as I said, we've got an envelope follower down here. Let's, so you can hear that envelope follower kicking in. Now you can decide on going forward with the follower. Whoops. Yeah, so if you double click on anything, whoops, double click. If you hold down, you will get the little box pop up to enter whatever you want. If you hold down on any of these values. So the envelope follower can go so this is running off the internal envelope follower. Hey, Tremor Bear. Let's add some distortion to it. And your envelope is up here, so you can decide the attack. Right? Or your release. Let's talk about the LFO. So you've got an LFO over here as well, and that is controlled here. So as soon as you turn up that LFO, you can hear it rocking. And your controls are here, so you've got a free running LFO. You can sync it. And you've got all your dotteds, 16ths, all that stuff. You've got a triangle, square. How nice is that? Yeah. You got a triangle, square, saw up, saw down, and a random. You also have this stereo down here. So the stereo sets the relative phase offsets for the whatever it is. So if we go over to our triangle, this is changing the phase of the triangle. And you also have a warp. So this changes the shape of the LFO down here. So if, for example, if I'm on a triangle here, I'll give you a bit more volume. The triangle becomes more of a hump. And if we take it into the positive, it becomes more like a spike, yeah? So hear that? in combination with the envelope follower. You can really get some gnarly sounds out of this stuff. And last but not least, down here we have a Self FM. And this thing, oh my God. Wild. So let's introduce the low pass. This is the low pass now. Same as everything else, you've got a Q over here. Wild. So this high pass is feeding into the low pass. You take out that high. Introduce our envelope follower. Oh, sorry, our LFO. See, I did it there. But where this gets interesting, so you kind of got the idea, yeah? Let's bring in the drums and show you the side chain. So we'll bring in these drums here. And I'm gonna go back to our default settings. Click over to side chain here. And let's try and get these drums. So I showed you how to get the side chain set up. You've got one here, and you've got your multi over here on your drums. So let's bring in this envelope. I'm gonna pull back this. We'll just focus on the low pass. So that side chain is affecting. Wild. And remember, you can use the LFO with it as well too. Hear it on the high pass. So you can hear that side chain through the envelope affecting our beat, our sound. Fucking nice. Got that. It's given this synth sound a real military sound like the drums. All right, you also have, with all of these apps, all exactly the same, is a high quality. Now this is a ×4 oversampling. So you'll notice too, as soon as I turn this on, your DSP will normally pump up. So this is ×4 oversampling. So, you know, use to your taste if you think you're going to get a better sound, if it sounds better to you. You also have a out trim. So you can trim this, and a wet mix as well. So you can take, let me do this right. So 100%, take out the wet mix. You can bring down the volume. You got an 18 plus dB there. Pretty wild stuff. And don't forget, you got a bunch of presets. Let's click through them. My favorite, Demon Child. Man, this thing sounds good on anything you put it on. Just a light bit of growl with this one. So this one, the kick is side chaining, having an effect on the notes. And lastly, you've got down here this match button. Right, so if you click this, it sets the out trims such that the perceived input and output levels match. Match gain uses the signal's K-weighted RMS value with a 400 ms integration. I'm just reading this one just so I get it right. To estimate perceived loudness. This means that the match gain value will vary somewhat depending on when you tap the button. So you can see every time I tap it, depending right where the notes are, which part of the whatever's being played. All right, I think we've explained this one enough. We're already at a 30-minute. I think we're going to do it at 45 minutes today. So let's bounce over to our next one, which is Hyper Boost. And I think I've got this on the drums. So what is Hyper Boost? It is a clipper with some tone controls. Let's just solo these drums here. Again, you're going to see the same controls across all three of these. Your bypass. You've got your A and B. But what's nice in here, you'll notice, so you can make the text larger as well. You also have an auto gain. And this is really handy. You might want to turn it off. But notice when I turn up the drive on this clipper, it takes down the output. underneath. So you don't blow your effing ears out. You can turn that off, but look what happens. All right, you get where I'm going there. Very handy. Nothing else really to write home about in the settings. All right, we'll turn off the clipper. Let's talk about the tone control with this one. So we've got you've got treble and bass. So you can hear that immediately. We're going to go extreme just so you can hear. We can pull out that treble. Center to bring it back. You've got bass, so you want to kick that bass up. Man, my ears are vibrating with that bass. That is so full on. All right, so let's talk about the center frequency. So double tap to bring this back. So with this center frequency here, we can bring down the frequency, say to like 300 hertz. And this shifts the center of the bass and the treble. Let's read it out so maybe I can explain better here. Sets the frequency that separates the treble and the bass frequencies. The treble control adjusts the frequencies above the center frequency and the bass adjusts the frequencies below. So these are below. So you can actually get more bass, right? So you've got an output as well. You want to pump up that output. And now the tone control feeds into the clipper. Now the clipper now you can either pre-send the tone control in, you can post, so which is very unique to have the tone after the clipper. Let's put on the clipper. And you'll hear the difference. So we've got pre down here. So you've got a choice. And you have this emphasis as well too. So the emphasis, I can't remember how Roy explained it. All right, so what does the clipper do? So the clipper, you can set a ceiling for it. Let's turn off the tone control for now. I'm going to take off the auto gain as well. Hey, no probs, welcome. Everyone say hello to Ryan. All right, so emphasis applies to the opposite curve after the clipper. There you go. I mean, these are really nice. So we've got a drive here. Let's just pull down the output. So you can boost the kick. Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot. Boost the kick into the clipper. So here's our drive. Now the ceiling underneath sets the maximum level of the output of the clipper, right? So that's your maximum level. That's set to 0 dB at the moment. The edge, if I bring up the edge, this is going to turn it into a hard clip, right? But if I bring down this edge, it's going to soften that clip. And lastly, we have down the bottom here, listen how savage that is. We've got these types down the bottom. I'm going to just pull that down a bit. So these are for your curves, and you've got juicy, crispy, is that what it is? Juicy, tight, and hardest. So I'm going to read from here. So these are exponential curve is juicy, an exact reproduction of a desktop favorite. Oh man, this cough, it's killing me. Crispy, or known as tight now, I think it is a polynomial curve adapted from the classic soft knee limiter. And the hardest is a high order polynomial curve, loud and aggressive. Let's run through some presets before we move on to our next. Now, if you want to save a preset also, hit the plus, make a name. It'll end up in your user presets like so. As you can see, there's your presets. Yeah. I'm on it. Got a minute to go. Now remember, you've got your A and B here. So if you come across a sound, I like this, let's go here. I like this with the nice crispy treble. Head over to my B. Oh, sorry. Back over to A. Hit your arrow. Come over to your B. Fuck around with it some more, just in case you botch it. Right? And you'll come back and your A's still got all those settings for you. And again, the same as the last one, you've got your out trim, your wet mix, and your match as well, which we discussed in the last one. And also the oversampling. Okay, let's do our ad, which we run at the halfway point of each show. So we're going to go a little bit over today, and you can avoid the ad by becoming a YouTube Premium subscriber or just skipping the ad and coming back. We'll let you know what's coming on next on the shows while we're doing it. Let's do the ad. Boom. The ad has been run. So the next couple of days shows, let's hit you up with what's happening. Tomorrow, what are we looking at? I can't remember. It's this one, Harmonisa by Kai Aris. We'll be taking a look at this tomorrow. Awesome stuff. It's pretty neat. Yeah, come and join us for that. And then on a Friday here in Australia, or Thursday for the rest of you, Patrick Baird from the GarageBand Guide and the Logic Pro Guide will be here to hang out with us. And we're going to do a creator rewind and find out what he's been doing. Listen to some of his music that you may not have heard. Right? Let's oge. Hey, Falcro, what's going on? All right, let's fuck around with our last one now, which we've got this last track here. I'm just going to solo this one. And you can hear Let's set our default settings. So we've got King of FM running with this one. Again, you have a bypass. You've got your A and B settings. And again, there's an auto gain in here. We'll put it on. Text size, fantastic for 4 eyes like me. And again, manual, video tutorials, all that kind of stuff. Look, what I really like about this is that the layout, as I said in the beginning of the show, the layouts are very simple. Apart from the little thing that everybody's had a whinge about, with, I'm sure Ryan's heard it and had enough of it, with the text for each thing being under the, but you get used to it, right? So, but where the magic happens again with all these is under the fucking hood. These are not fancy to look at, but my Lord, there's a lot going on. So this is lo-fi, baby. Lo-fi. We've got a vinyl simulator. We've got an ADC, so we've got an analog to digital or digital to analog converter. And we've got a mix slammer over here as well to round things out. Very, very nice. Let's get into the vinyl simulator first. We'll turn these suckers off. So immediately we can change the bandwidth of this. And we've got a noise. Yeah, I'm sure you're sick of it. Let me highlight it just to... So you can hear that nice little noise in there underneath. Have it to your taste. We got some little delicious crackle. And then down below we got some needle. Let's just stop. But my favourites down below here are this wobble. So the wobble increases the amount of pitch variation. It's beautiful. And we've got a wow flutter. My Lord, that sounds nice. Now, as I said, all three of these, there's no small amount of drive. Sketch audio, like drive. And we have this wonderful analog to digital converter. Now I've got the auto gain turned on so you can see the outputs going down as I drive this. And you can turn that off at any time if you prefer to just melt your face. Man. So here's where the sample rate can be messed with. You want 8-bit? This is our bit depth. Just so nice. Hey, Laurie. So we got some filter options down here as well. Currently set to bright. I'm going to bring this down just a little bit. So these are your anti-aliasing. Now let's explain from here. Yeah, no, as I explained before with the match, the match. So when I click the match, depending where the music is, so see how this gets louder, you're going to get a different result. Depending on where it is, like before with the drums, when we did it with the first one where we did a match, where this is pretty consistent. We haven't even gone into the slammer yet, so the smooth is a sixth order Butterworth characteristics of a classic rack mount, samplers from the late 80s. Steep is a high-order Chebyshev filter designed to approximate the entry-level Japanese sampler from the 90s. And Bright is a 9th order Butterworth with high cutoff. Their take on a lo-fi sample grades from the early 2000s workhorse. And then we have this anti-imaging filter. So I'll read what it says here. So no anti-imaging filter is applied. Gentle is a first order anti-imaging filter, useful if you want images just a bit quieter. Same is the anti-aliasing filter, also used for. So you can hear the differences in these. So this is just going to take out some of that really, those high frequencies. You can hear that back in here with gentle. None, you're going to hear all those frequencies. Yeah, look, if you're going to get this, I would get it now while it's $750, because it's going to go up to 14. And then we've got a mix slammer. So this is a compressor. Your input going into the compressor, the amount of compression, so you can hear that straight away. You've got your output. And you've got a wet mix just for the slammer, and you have an envelope here with attack and release, and a quality knob down the bottom here. So the quality sets the relative quality of the envelope follower. Lower values result in noisier envelope and more distortion in the compressed signal. Let's bring all this back in. Now I've also got on here another scissor which is connected side chain to the drums as well. Take out the LFO. Wild stuff. Right, let's go through the presets in here. And you've also got, like the other two, your ×4 oversampling as well. It's funny, you know, when I first got the betas of these, I was like, oh, these are a bit disappointing. They look a bit boring. And the more I played with them, the more I was like, what the fuck? They're really good, man. They're really good. I got to say, like I said at the start of the show, the Doctor was my favorite. But then over the last week, absolutely Scissors is my favorite now. Those filters are so goddamn good. Lastly, let's open a Logic project. And yeah, they're really good. Plus, for the price of paying, remember, $7.50 at the moment till, what was it, July 7th? Is that what it is? These work on Mac as well. You can use them in Ableton, Logic, GarageBand on your Mac, right? That's so. I'm sure I'm going to see people say, "Oh, I don't know, it's a filter and it's $14." You can use it on all devices across. Most of the demos I've seen have been in Ableton on Mac. So I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Before they go up, I would do it. But, you know, because, hey, a dev's got to eat, man. That's the way it rolls. Okay, we got this little thing over here in Logic. I've got no effects on it except an L tether at the moment. Hey, yeah. This one's a bit woozy already, eh? No kashi, no iti. Boom. Urban. All right. I think we're going to go with this one. There's our drums. Okay. I'm going to put am I on the right one? Let's make sure. This is the one I wanted to be on. Hey. Where did my bass go? Have I sold? What's going on? That's weird. That's weird. Why is that removing it? There we go. I don't know why it's doing that. Why is it removing it? Am I doing something wrong? Or is this a logic thing? Very strange. When I remove it, the sound comes in. Is this a logic problem or is it a bug? It's doing it again. Why is that? Ryan, do you have any ideas? I can't work it out. As soon as I unchain it, it's not because I have anything else open. Weird. Well, there goes this demo. Yeah. I hadn't tried it in Logic. I just set up the music. But it's definitely not letting anything through for some reason. We may have found a bug for Logic. Try toggle enabled for individual sections. Okay, let's try that. Seems like it's a bug. So I tried that, but we'll see what happens. See if it's a bug. But you saw it worked everywhere else. I don't know why it's not working there. Could be I don't know. Maybe is it because I'm using. Let's try it just quickly, just for a test. Throw a drummer in here. Let's do like a what do we got? Let's do like a I don't know trap drummer. And see what happens if we add it in here. And we'll solo this. Yeah, same thing's happening. Just cuts it off. As soon as it connects. I don't know. Maybe it's my iPad. No, it can't be my iPad. All right, well, that's a bummer to end on that, but I'm sure that'll get fixed because this is what happens in live streams like this. You kind of see things that pop up and the developer's here, so he'll look into it. Maybe it's just my iPad, but look, all three of them are absolutely worth your time. I'm going to go out by whacking No, I'm not going to do that because I've got a featured artist. But they're all fantastic. As you heard, they make some wonderful sounds. Turn your music into beautiful sounds. I can't recommend them enough. We have a featured artist today, and that is Son of Snake. So let's go and do this and play and get out of here. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Yeah, I hopefully feel a little bit better tomorrow. I'm getting better each day. And, yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chilling today. Tomorrow we're taking a look at the other thing. What was it? I can't even remember. The other thing, the other app that we're looking at, that thing. So today's featured artist is Son of Snake. He's got a brand new track, which is called It's On Me, I do believe. Is that the one? Yes, we're playing Harmonizer. That's right. Thanks, Audible. Who knew? So this is brand new Son of Snake. Remember, do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better. We'll all rise together. And don't forget, we got Patrick Baird coming up today as well. And if you are a Patreon, I'm pretty sure that Ryan's going to send me some codes to give away to Patreons. So look out for that on the Patreon. All right, let's get out of here. This is Son of Snake. It's on me. It's rocking. It's metal. It's going to kick your head in. Let's do it. Let's Oja. Stay awake. Oh, yeah. You know what? Let's just talk about this. Why does Logic always steal my audio? Why is Logic such a terrible person that it just takes your audio and then whenever you open anything else, it never works? I'll tell you why, because it's a bitch. Let's go. Let's do it now.